Yeah, we should try and wrap this up.
Yeah, this is a good episode so far.
Starting the timer.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the We Cool podcast where we apologize, we demand apologies, and we read anonymous listener apologies. I am your host, Grant, the silent partner, Winkles, alongside my co-host, Ryan, the loud partner, Call. What's up, Ryan?
Wouldn't it be funny if I didn't say anything, but my nickname's the loud, and then you're the silent one, but you do all the talking, and that's the whole podcast?
Yeah, like a big guy named Teeny. It's funny, though, because, see, I knew you can't be the silent one.
Why? Why can't I be? Well, because
you
there's
were
two
just,
of us,
well,
for
but,
one.
Yeah, it would make it harder. But I don't know. I just watched your brain. I saw your brain clenching, trying to not say anything, to do it as a bit.
You know what
my
my
just
brain
immediately had to.
My brain was literally like a sponge that dries out and is in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I had to do? Turn the faucet on.
Yep.
Get some water on that sponge.
Squeaky pipes. I'm the squeaky pipe man.
You're bringing the squeaky pipe man into this?
Well, yeah. I mean, cousin of the beloved squeaky door man.
Squeaky door.
I was thinking, like, you got the characters on the show so much, and like
I do have a lot of
I
characters.
should bring back Creaky Doorman.
It's a fan favorite. People like Creaky Doorman.
I think
Creaky Doorman.
we did. We had one listener, Jack. Jack Ross.
Shouts out.
What's up, Jack? I did see your YouTube comment. I think you said I am the John Winslow of the podcast, or what?
Michael Winslow.
Michael Winslow of the podcast from the Police Academy movies. So yeah, thank you, Creaky Doorman, Squeaky Pipe Man. We'll keep innovating, innovating new
and exciting characters.
Yes. So last week was the Thanksgiving episode. You might notice that we are what's going on? We are, I think,
without Tommy.
Yeah, is there? I was gonna say there's somebody else who does this podcast with us,
which is
most of the time.
Tommy.
Orange
Man Bed. Orange Man Bed. I don't know.
Tomatio Borgland.
Uncle Tito. I can
actually do a Uncle Tio impression. You want? Like,
yeah, do my Uncle Tio.
No, Tio Salamanca from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
This is it.
That was good. That's a good visual impression. Ding, 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 ding. That was good. It was really good.
I hope the listeners can appreciate how much I was getting.
Bro, my Uncle Tio. I just say
Uncle.
Yeah, my uncle. My uncle?
My ever since I became an uncle, my entire family has just started referring to me as Grunkle, which...
Ooh, because you're grumpy.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Grant, uncle.
Oh.
Am I grumpy,
that makes
dude?
sense.
Am I grumpy?
When you do the uncle bit,
I'm grumpy uncle?
Grunkle. The incredible grunk. That's what I was trying to say.
I like that. That's a new character.
Grunk.
The incredible goal.
Grunk. Yo, what up? My name's Grunk.
Grunk, and I'm drunk. My name's Grunk, and I'm drunk.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
My name's Buck, and I like to fuck. My name's Grunk, and I'm fucking drunk.
My name's Grunk, and I like to gunk.
I like my gunk. So Tommy, Tungi, Tomber,
Tonda days.
Sonata, happy Tonda days.
Tonda days. Hey, happy Tonda days, everybody. Make sure you go spend some money on a $40,000 car today.
Toyota Tundra.
Twingoda. Make sure you get a Hyundai Roadster.
Go spend your money at Toyotathon.
BMG. I got a Gia Motors car. Bro,
I just bought this new Cornelac Earnderada.
Pontiac. In high school I drove a Pontiac. Dude, I'm gonna shit my pants. So stupid.
I get a Ford fuck 150.
Yeah, I'm saving up for a MF 150. What does the F stand for? Ford? Ford what? Ford 150?
Maybe. That seems a little bit on the nose.
Yeah.
Funk 150.
Do you think he named it Tesla to compete with Ford?
I don't know. Why? How would that even?
Because aren't Tesla and Ford like enemies?
That was Tesla and what the fuck?
Graham Bell?
Maybe. No, it's
Edison.
Yeah. Termish Erdogan.
Tayyip
Erdogan.
Tompkins Ebison?
Paul F. Tompkins.
Paul F. Tompkins.
Write in if you liked the first 3 minutes of this podcast.
Because if you did like that, we could do that for an hour. We could just speak gibberish for an hour, and if that will get you through your workday or your commute, or your significant other lecturing you about the things that they don't like that you do, let us know.
Yeah. I know, like normally you would listen to Joe Rogan to kind of get through a moment like that, but you know what? Fuck Joe Rogan. Listen to We Cool.
Are you saying fuck Joe Rogan?
I mean, I was saying it rhetorically. I don't really mean it, Papa. Papa Rogan.
Daddy Rogan.
Papa, please. Papa.
So this is what it's like when there's just two people doing this podcast.
This is what happens when two people do a podcast together.
Listen
to any other podcast.
I don't know if
exactly what it's like.
I don't know if you know, but this is what you're listening to right now is, from a legal standpoint, a podcast. And
we will sue you if you say otherwise.
If you call this a TV show, we'll sue you. If you call this a book, we'll sue you. If you call this an album, guess what?
Wrong.
We'll sue you. If you call this a movie or a cinematic universe, if you use the phrase cinematic universe to describe our podcast at all,
You know what you're getting?
Huh.
Wrong.
Whoa, is that another sound effect?
That's a fucking wrong gun, dude.
Damn,
You
dude.
heard about the right gun.
Bow, bow, bow.
Yes. So this is what happens legally when two people
Love each other very much.
take a blood oath to podcast together. Tommy, I announced on our Instagram, probably 2.5 weeks ago now, Tommy's out.
Titty Bonner.
Titty Bonner is out because
Titty Bonner.
we don't like him. Never have.
And also, we've been getting a lot of letters, handwritten letters.
You wouldn't see them. You wouldn't see them
They
online anywhere.
They go directly to my house that I own, and they say, we don't want no Titty Bonner no more. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take that into consideration, and I don't think we need a Titty Bonner.
And we started a letter writing campaign.
We're trying to bring Ronald Reagan back from the dead. And so far, we've got a lot of letters that we've written.
Yeah.
We've written a lot of letters, but
I think I found one of his teeth the other day.
But see, the problem is, we've written to so many scientists, and every one of them who've written back to us, which is 2, they have said that not only do they not have the technology or the know-how to bring someone back from the dead, but even if they did, they wouldn't. They wouldn't do it.
They're full of excuses.
And
they're saying we're working on COVID. We're trying
busy.
to find a vaccine, and it's like, hey, last time I checked, Donald Trump was finding a vaccine. So don't worry about it. Why don't you help us bring back Ronald Reagan so we have somebody to look forward to after Donald Trump?
Because if you die and then you come back, you can. I think
again.
you can get a third term.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. I think it's like you're a whole new entity. So you
Really?
can actually. Could you if you because it's just 2 consecutive terms, right?
No, I think it's just 2.
No, because didn't Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah, but I think that was like a wartime thing. Or
that was Franklin Roosevelt.
Yeah,
did
that
3
was a
terms.
wartime thing because I think he was 3 straight.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe way back in the day you could do another term, but I think they repealed that. I think they were like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
They said that.
George Washington was like, 3rd term, no thanks, next.
But
Thank
I've
you,
been
next.
looking into reincarnation.
Yep.
And
Give us an update on the immortality machine.
it's going really bad. It
Yeah.
blew up. The cops thought that I was making a meth lab of all things, which I found out legally I was.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm facing some prison time, and yeah, it's tough. It's been tough. COVID has been tough
On everybody. Yeah. That brings us into maybe the first thing that we can cover today. This is going to be a fast and loose episode.
Do you think this is the legal episode?
The legal?
Yeah,
like
this
the
is the legal
lines?
episode.
Yeah.
This is, well, because I'm representing myself in
Mhm.
court, and so I
Yeah.
need to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Real quick.
And I have brought many lawsuits against you. They're pending.
And yeah, but before we do this,
Mhm.
what if? Hear me out. What if we do a little impromptu debate where we're both lawyers?
Okay.
I'll debate you
Mhm.
in favor of littering,
Okay.
and you're anti-littering.
All right.
So you can go first
I'm thinking right now that
with your opening
this is
statement.
going to get heated.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay, you go first with your opening statement,
Um.
and don't try to be funny with it. Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of man and earth.
Mhm.
I find no objection to this union, nor should you. In fact, I think if we're being honest with ourselves, which we should be,
Always.
and you should be,
Amen.
we are in a decades, if not centuries-long love affair between mankind and the earth itself. I would argue that the earth is a lover of man,
Mhm.
a lover of women, a lover of all genders,
Mhm.
all sexualities,
True.
all orientations.
Okay.
And we should all be free and open with that love and be free and open to find ways to express this love that are not polluting, are not littering, are not introducing man-made items
Mhm.
to this environment of which we love so dearly, and rather litter our own essence into the earth.
Okay,
in
and that was your opening
orifices,
statement.
Geysers, volcanoes, any open slot or crease in the firmament is fair game for an expression of this love.
Okay.
I rest my case.
Your Honor, the defendant has
Not
made a case for love and compassion. But guess what, Your Honor? This is a real world. And sometimes we need, instead of growing our love, you need to grow and feed your hatred. Because inside all of us, there are two wolves. And one is full of love and compassion. And the other is eating leftover McDonald's on the side of the road, and it is filled with hate and anger. And guess what, Your Honor? The one that's eating that little bug stuff, that wolf is gonna grow big, and that's gonna eat the little wolf. That's I love things. Well, guess what? The hateful wolf, he know how to fight, and he know how to scrap. And so I guess what I'm saying, Your Honor, is basically littering is good because you know. Take the birds, for instance. Well, where would the birds be without cigarettes? Because you litter a cigarette and the bird picks it up, it makes a nest with it. Sometimes it picks it up in its mouth. It looks like it's smoking a cigarette. Mm-hmm. That's real cool. It's cute. It's fun. Everybody loves it.
I'd like to stipulate that I never came out as opposed to making birds look cool.
Secondly, toxic slush, Your Honor. Love some toxic slush. Where would any of our superheroes be if it wasn't for radioactivity? So, and you got to put it somewhere. So I say, put it right into rivers. And thirdly, what if we make robot birds? Your Honor, that is my opening and closing statement.
All right. Well, I guess we're just going to have to put it to the listeners.
Yep. So you guys say who made a better argument. I think it was me.
No.
Because I did a voice.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was doing a pretty over-the-top
That only gets
voice.
you so many points, though.
Starts off with 10.
I think I made a pretty good argument.
You talked for a while.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think filibuster.
Ooh. Should we filibuster this podcast?
I think we have been already. That's what it feels like. And this is why so many people are saying abolish the filibuster.
Only in regards to podcasting.
Yeah, this is we're gonna have to leave it up to the audience, I guess. So write in about that. Tell us.
Text vote to 55422.
Yep.
And
Text Joe to 331-369 star 69 1-800.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
Got junk.
He's doing good. You know what's crazy? Biden, like a whole new man all of a sudden. He's giving speeches. He's talking for long periods of time. Where was this Biden in the campaign?
Yeah, hidden. I don't know. He was just on power save mode that whole time.
And now he's turned on.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like that battery's gonna run out real quick, man.
Maybe we never know.
Every time he opens his mouth, his mouth opens, my butt cheek closes.
No, dude. John Podesta is feeding him children.
Yeah, adrenochrome, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, we're like big media influence type guys now.
We're influenced by the media.
Hey, Nancy Pelosi, how about FedExing some of that adrenochrome over our way? Hello.
Yeah, I have wrinkles in my eyes.
Oh, wait. I got some adrenochrome right here.
Well, you're drinking a lot of that. I don't think you're supposed to drink it, Grant.
Oh.
I don't think you're supposed to drink that at all.
I am the baby eater. I am the eater of babies.
Grant, you just got 10 feet tall.
Don't quit calling me Grant. My name is Nancy.
Sorry, Nancy.
Nancy Pelosi.
If you drink this, it transfers my consciousness into your body.
Oh, you just drank some. I don't know what happened there. I think Nancy Pelosi took over the podcast for a second. We'll have to go back and listen again.
Okay.
I blacked out.
All right.
Okay, let's get to this. We have an interesting news story today. This is the first we've seen of this. This is a court-ordered apology that is working its way through the Minnesota legal system. This is an interesting, kind of sad story, but also pretty funny. Headline, and this is from the Brainerd Dispatch. You ever been to Brainerd, Ryan?
I feel like I've probably done a show there before. Brainerd's not far from here,
Gull
right?
Lake.
Or wait, is that up
Ernie's?
north?
Ernie's.
Oh,
is that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Good room.
Yeah, I've never done it.
People are fine.
Okay, so headline is New Jersey scammer must apologize. Payback $66,000 to Wadena woman. Wadena woman scammed out of $66,000 should be getting some of her money back and an apology following the sentencing of a man involved in a theft by swindle case.
Grand theft swindle.
Yeah, I didn't know this was taking place in the 1920s, that is.
Whoa,
Hello.
nice, dude, because it's the 2020s right now.
Yeah.
So that's why you made that joke.
Yep. And according to the court records, the 90-year-old Wadena woman, 90-year-old woman was swindled. Oh, man. That's
so old to be getting swindled at. Because here's the thing is you've had 90 years to learn how to not get swindled.
Yeah. But there is a...
Yeah,
There's a sharp decline at a certain point as far as like susceptibility to swindling goes, or awareness of the swindle, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is a small town hick, you know. This lady, this 90-year-old woman, never left Wadena.
Really? Or are you just assuming?
I'm inferring all these things. She was called in December 2018, told she had won $5 million from the Publishers Clearinghouse. Get that money. And to get her money, she just had to send payments to cover the taxes on the winnings. She sent payments of $22,000 and $44,000 to the two men involved, the court complaint states. And when do we just get to stop letting old people have money? Well, how is it fair that they're the wealthy people? Like,
It's not.
If you have $44,000 to give away, like,
Well, but
come
I
on.
think the argument there is that if they're so easy to swindle, maybe they should have the money. And then the way you redistribute that money is just by tricking
legalizing
them.
swindling.
Yeah.
Right?
Legalize it.
Legalize it. The men charged in the theft by swindle case, they just like saying theft by swindle at this point, include great names here: Creston and Lamont.
What? Okay, hold on. Creston?
Creston.
Yo, what up? I'm Creston, and I'm here to swindle your 90-year-old grandmother.
I'm Creston, and I have absolutely no idea what my ethnic background is. I mean, what the hell kind of name is Creston? Lamont.
Lamont?
Creston Lamont. That is...
It sounds like someone with a lisp gave him his last name.
Sounds like the court might have been swindled, too, because that is definitely a fake name. Of New Jersey. And second name, Micah Anthony McGregor of New York. I mean, Micah McGregor, also a pretty unfortunate name. Mm-hmm. Both were extradited from their home states, and both posted bail shortly after warrants went out for their arrest in March 2019. So she went to the cops after she didn't get $5 million, I guess. That's got to suck.
This poor woman.
I know.
Because we're making fun of her, but because I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
But,
and hey, if you're listening, you won Publishers Clearinghouse. So just send us some money, whatever. Venmo me.
I don't know if we should be doing this to our listeners.
Well,
should we be lying to them?
Dude, she's 90. So
do you think we have 90-year-old listeners?
I mean,
I'm saying if she's listening. I thought you were saying if you're a listener.
No.
We're gonna swindle you.
No, because we know our
Well, they're savvy. They're intelligent.
We know all our cool fucking 80-year-old and younger listeners.
Did you know
they're gonna fall for this shit? But I will say, if you're 90 and you're this person from this news article, you've won. So hit us up on Venmo to claim your winnings.
Okay.
All right, we'll see if that works. What were you gonna say though?
Just that our listeners are from. We've done some demographic background into our listeners, and they are combat trained. They know how to hold a pen, and they also know how to hold a knife.
Yeah, they're all first responders.
Yeah, well, we have a couple second responders in there. Mm-hmm. Those are the people who go, did the first responder come? No.
Oh, he didn't?
All right, I'll get out of bed.
Okay.
And then we also, they are all above 6 feet tall, Amazonian women, and
one breast exposed.
If they choose, if they're comfortable doing that, which most of them are, just culturally.
Because you know what? They're girl bosses. After all.
Whoa, were Amazon women the first girl bosses?
For sure.
That's a myth, right? There were no such thing as actual Amazon
girl bosses.
Women, right?
There's no such thing as girl bosses, right?
No, that's a corporate media myth.
It's propagated by
big
patriarchy,
big feminist
podcasts like this. Yeah, I would say Amazons were the first girl bosses, and I'm glad.
Because Wonder Woman was an Amazon, and she wasn't real.
Nope.
So
but she was a girl boss.
I just want to write in if you're an Amazonian woman, if you exist.
Yep. So these guys, would you guess that Cranston Lamont is not a smart man?
Based on name alone? No.
Yeah.
No.
Officers began the difficult work of tracking down the suspects. Pearson said these scams are not uncommon, but this one was a large amount. Okay, yeah, a lot of money. And was aided by the fact that these men created bank accounts for the funds using their real names. Which, I mean, in their defense, they do both sound like fake names.
Yeah.
But if you have a social security number tied to that fake name,
it doesn't matter. It's going back to your real name, yeah.
So the one guy got, I don't really understand this. One guy got $22,000 and then the other guy got $44,000. But yeah, so as of January 3rd, 2019, that's when that happened. So this judgment just came back down. As part of his adjudication, Lamont has to write a letter of apology and pay restitution in the amount of $24,570.47 and pay court costs of $1,000. So really not that. This guy's kind of getting off pretty easy. All he has to do is pay like $1,000 in fines, essentially. Yeah. Give the money back and apologize. So, yeah, I guess the court system is kind of taking after our mission that we've started on this podcast, and which
is what?
Demanding apologies.
Oh, Do you think they took our thing?
Hold on. Do you know what this podcast is? Do you know what,
absolutely not. I thought that this was a sports podcast.
Okay.
I have a Broncos.
not.
I have a Denver Broncos spreadsheet and a list of 10 reasons how the NBA screwed over the Milwaukee Bucks with the Giannis Supermax deal, and Bogdan was supposed to go there, but they accused the Bucks of tampering, and everyone tampers. Okay, it's not a big deal. They just don't want Giannis in a small market, and it's really fucked up.
Okay, I don't. Is this a sports podcast?
Yeah, it is now.
Okay, fuck.
It is now. Bow, 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 bow. Welcome to Sports Talk in the morning or afternoon or night. Just
Whenever you listen to this.
I'm your host, Raw Dog.
And I'm the co-host, Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
We're getting into NBA. Trap.
No, we're good.
I can't do it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the first we've seen of this, a court-ordered apology.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Ryan?
I think that our courts should make a move towards apologies rather than punishments. I like that. Is like you fix the harm you did, and then on top of that, you say a heartfelt apology, and not one of those just I'm sorry.
Don't be
you have to mean
snarky.
it. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Not even looking the defendant in the person in the eyes.
Yeah.
You know. I want a real apology from this person. And I also want them to say that they understand how they affected this person's life and that what they did was wrong, not just because they were caught.
Yeah. Because that's so easy to go there with it. You know?
I'm sorry.
If I wouldn't have gotten caught, I wouldn't be sorry.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they said that? What if he says that during his apology? He goes, I'm sorry you're... What if he does this? What if he goes, I'm sorry you were so fucking stupid that you made me do this?
You say that, I'm the judge.
Yeah.
I sentence you to death. Sir.
I go, but here I'm his lawyer now.
Okay.
And I go, Your Honor, my client loves littering.
Overruled. Go.
Sustained.
Yeah,
He's free.
Now he gets to keep the money.
She has to pay him money now.
She has to pay him the $5 million. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
You know, if I were him though, it's funny that you say that because I would countersue for the $5 million.
Little Judge Mathis. Judge Mathis counterpoint.
Yep.
Man, yeah, this is pretty fucking stupid. Any way you cut it.
Yeah.
The fact that, oh man,
what is this? A pizza I made?
Yeah.
Pretty stupid any way you cut it. You know,
it's dumb.
Tastes bad. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
I can't believe they actually got $66,000 out of this woman. Honestly, I'm kind of flabbergasted.
Yeah, it's
thinking I have a new career path.
It is. Here's the thing. Again, we were making fun of her, but this would like fucking crush me and my family if this happened to my grandparents, and I would be furious.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my dude, you just reminded me of something that
Did I just remind you of something?
you did.
Hold
God
on.
Damn it, you did.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I just remind you of something?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what I remind you of.
This is a sad story. I was with my grandpa. He liked Minnesota Gophers wrestling. They have like a really good wrestling team. And when I was really young, he took me and my brother to wrestling meet in probably like Mariucci Arena, somewhere in Minneapolis. And I'm probably like, I don't know, probably younger than 10, right around 10. And he was like talking to us about wrestling the whole time. And granted, you know, he's a 65-year-old dude who's going on and on.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit boring, but whatever, you know, that's what grandpas do.
Yeah.
And
you're just excited that you're there with him.
Yeah, and hanging out. And these kids, I can't remember. I feel like there were kids probably, like, I was with my brother too. He's 2 or 3 years older than me. They were probably around our same age. Dude, I can't even believe that. Like, I think of this every once in a while. It's really bad. They picked up like one of those drink carriers, like a 4-cup drink carrier thing.
Yeah.
And they turned around. They were sitting like right in front of us. And they turned around and gave it to my grandpa. And it said, hey, they went, hey, I think you dropped this. And he looked at it, and written on it, it said, shut up, old man.
Oh, no. That's so mean. That's so fucking mean. You know what the meanest part of that is? There's no vulgarity in it.
No.
It's just shut up, old man.
Dude, I want to like cry
buddy.
right now thinking about this.
Buddy.
I like
Did you look at his face while he was reading it?
Yeah, I think I blocked that out because like
It's
I don't
too
remember
painful.
anything after that.
Oh my god. That's so fucking mean. That's one of the meanest, like, just
I'm gonna
pure,
demand an apology
yeah,
for my grandpa.
Yeah. That's like one of the pure, like, just meanest things I've ever heard in my life.
That's like straight bullying. Like
Dude,
I watched
shut
my
up,
70-year-old grandfather who fought in the Korean War get absolutely cucked by
For
him.
the Koreans.
Yeah, yes. Oh my god, yeah.
You know what that makes me think of real quick? Ho Chi Minh, more like Ho Chi Max. That's a whole lot of man. You know what I'm saying? He was Vietnamese,
Yeah,
obviously.
mhm, yep. Great guy too, actually.
Was he?
Yeah, my grandpa. No,
Oh.
Ho Chi Minh was. He's a
Was he?
revolutionary. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a hero to them.
Fought the French.
Yep. And the Well, not really. I mean, kind of the Americans, but much more the French. Yeah.
Well, that's what I focus on.
Yeah, and
that's what I choose to focus on.
Japanese. I think the Japanese.
There was a lot of fighting
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. So that was that's an unfortunate memory that I've carried with me forever. And I've never talked about that with anybody. Like, it's just one of those things that's like kind of shameful, but more just like my grandpa got owned so hard that I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to besmirch his memory.
Bro, that's so fucked up.
I cannot.
It's so
believe
mean.
it is fucking. Dude, and like in hindsight, this is what I always dwell on is like we didn't say anything to those kids. Like me and my brother.
You didn't
should've-
do anything to deserve it.
But we also didn't stand
Retaliate,
up.
yeah.
Me and my brother should have like fought those children. Like that. Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy.
But it's also like one of those things where when you're that age, you just kind of look at your grandpa and you're like, well, he's not going to fight
Yeah.
him, so I guess we don't.
yeah,
How cool. What would you have done if your grandpa would have stood up and just like smashed their heads together and just started beating up those children?
God, that would have been so awesome.
He goes to
Yeah,
prison.
my grandpa wasn't that kind of guy though. not the assaulting a child type guy.
Old man.
Dude, this actually gets into a little, I don't know, it's a thought process in my, like, it's impossible to retaliate against kids, and they can be the
It
most
sucks.
horrible, terrible
Yeah.
human beings, and you are left completely
Yeah.
weaponless.
Well,
There's no
dude,
way.
That's what's so weird with like when we were like in like tribes and stuff and everyone knew each other like way back, in like the 1940s.
Yeah.
We it was like it's like a village kind of raises children, right? And so like there's the birth parents, but then everyone just kind of so like if
Like
a
your
kid
neighbor could beat your kid for
yeah,
you.
if that back then, like if a kid came up to you and he was being an asshole, you'd be like, oh, that's Frank's kid. I'm gonna kick his ass or something, Whereas now, I don't think you can do that.
If you fight a kid, better get ready for round 2 because you're fighting their parents after that.
Both of them,
most likely.
1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3-on-1.
The single parents are at a big disadvantage as far as that goes.
And that's why you should never get a divorce.
I never have kids, right?
I might have kids.
I might too. Probably will. Actually, we probably both will.
Yeah, together.
Well, we'll have to
Science. No, we can make it work.
adopt. Okay. Well, anyways, that is a very sad story. I'm going to demand an apology from those children. If you're listening, which you probably are, write in. Apologize to my dead grandpa for
You killed him.
telling him to shut up.
Calling him an old man.
Okay, so speaking of bullying, we're getting
Well,
into...
wait. Did we ever apologize for this?
Oh, well, I don't know how we handle this one because the judge has ordered an apology. So how do we...
Maybe we'll just have to follow this case, and if there is an apology, maybe we could read it on the pod. But yeah,
because I don't know how...
I think the other guy should have to apologize too. It shouldn't just be this one
yes,
guy.
His next court appearance is scheduled in January.
You think it's the same judge?
Probably. Most likely, yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if he's like,
He lets this guy off.
well, or if he was like, all right, you got to apologize, pay the money back. And then this guy's like, we're putting you to death.
Yeah, he did steal twice as... He swindled
Oh, did he?
twice as much.
It's probably going to be He's gonna have to apologize twice as hard.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how we we'll just say we'll just apologize to the old lady. How about we just get out
I'm
of
sorry
heaven?
that someone tricked you. But also I'm sorry that in 90 years you haven't figured out when you're being swindled.
Come on. Earth to
Pretty easy.
Earth
I
to
almost
CH.
every time I've been swindled, I've at least had an inkling.
Yeah, you
that
know
I'm getting
what's
swindled.
happening.
Yeah. Even as a child, even as a baby,
Mhm.
I knew if I was going to get swindled. Okay, so
I knew when I was going to get swaddled as a baby.
what's that?
That's when you get wrapped in a blanket.
Oh, I never had that one.
So this episode is turning into my family. Grant delves into family issues. Not really, but my mom kind of submitted a apology that she'd like us to apologize.
Do you want to
for.
read it?
Sure. Yeah. Do you think I should?
Well, I mean, if you're going to bring it up like
I think
that,
I'll read it.
If you talk
Before I
about
do,
it,
I'll
because
read it.
it wouldn't make sense if you just said, "Oh,
Brought it
my
up
mom
and
wants to
then not.
apologize,"
Yeah.
and this is a family episode, and then you didn't do anything. That wouldn't make much sense to me.
All right.
So I think
Moving on.
at this point, I think you should read it.
Okay. Fine, dude.
That's what I would
Twist
like
my
you to
arm. So, very long-winded apology, Mom. This is 3 pages. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but here's the thing. My mom, I think this was an assignment she had in college, and she discovered it the other day, and brought it in. This definitely goes in a theme that we've touched on many times during these apologies. Is the and kind of what that last one was about.
Just being mean for no reason.
As a child.
Mhm.
You know, it's what is it about? Like, you're just getting the conscience.
You know what?
So you do despicable things, and then feeling bad about them is the first way you learn that you've done a bad thing.
You know what's the flip side of that, real quick, is my girlfriend was telling me when she was a kid, one time she was playing her aunt in bowling, and she beat her aunt and then stuck her tongue out at her aunt, and then her aunt sat her down in front of her whole family and had to explain to her why that was super disrespectful and fucked up.
Yeah.
And
wait, why is it so disrespectful? Do you know?
I don't know, because here's the thing: when I was a kid, I remember we had a family outing with my extended family, and my aunt stuck her tongue out at me and was that was the first time as a 5 or 6 year old that I was oh my God, it's hilarious when adults do that. And then the entire trip, me and her just kept sticking our tongues out at each other, and it was really fun. And I don't have any guilt about it.
What's going on? Because I have a memory with my aunt where I stuck my tongue out at her and she told me not to, and then I just did it again, and the whole family was kind of there, and everybody yelled at me instantly.
Dude.
It was like that thing of she's like, "Hey, don't stick your tongue out at me," and I just did it again right in front of everybody, and everybody was like, "Grant, come on!"
You just shit on the carpet.
Yeah, basically.
Go outside, Grant.
Why are aunts always instigating this shit?
I don't
man?
know, but I had a good aunt because she was my family.
Yeah, she
it
was
was
having
funny.
fun with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's what happens when you grow up in
Shaming
a
a
trailer
kid.
park. Okay, so my mom is trying to be friends with this popular girl.
Okay.
Classic kid shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was in French class one spring day. Class was just gathering, and they decided they were going to play a prank on some nerd. Okay. So Teresa. My mom describes her as a nice girl, plain, a few freckles, piano, student council, your basic goody two-shoes. I'd always gone out of my way to be nice to her, my mom's words. She was shy and awkward in our small group setting. Definitely somebody you want to target for...
Yeah, someone who probably won't retaliate.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my mom and my mom's friend leans towards this loser girl, Teresa, and tells Teresa to congratulate my mom on her sister's piano accomplishment. She won an international piano competition.
So wait, your mom's asking to be congratulated for something her sister did?
Yeah. So my mom's friend, my mom's popular friend, and my mom decide to,
Yes.
quote unquote, prank this girl. So my mom's friend goes to the girl and says, "Hey, you gotta compliment Molly." That's my mom. Compliment Molly about her sister just won an international piano competition. Tell her you're happy for her. And so Teresa does that, and my mom says, "What are you talking about?" And Teresa says, "Your sister, congratulations on your sister's award. The international piano competition she won." My mom is pretending like she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And then my mom says, she gasped in horror and said, "Thanks a lot, Teresa. I suppose you think that's funny." "What's the matter?" Teresa asked. And she said, my mom said, "My sister lost all her fingers in a farming accident a long time ago. Thanks for caring." I uttered in disgust, turning away from her.
Oh my God.
She reeled in shock and embarrassment for a moment, then melted before my eyes and ran out of the room sobbing. "I'm sorry, I didn't know." So we got an apology embedded into this.
Wow.
Into this apology.
Instant apology.
Wow. The girl. Yeah. The girl who.
Yeah,
Oh,
shouldn't be
God.
apologizing.
Yeah. So that's it. I don't.
Was there any closure on it?
Let me see. I don't remember much about Teresa after that day, except that she never had a thing to do with me again. Gee, I wonder why, Mom. Since then, I've run into her sister, who coincidentally was the pianist for a drama group I was involved in. Well, I wanted to ask about Teresa, but I didn't have the nerve. It's just one of those things kids do, I guess. I've probably learned more about life from our little experience than Teresa did. Yeah, that is like, I mean, that's the flip side of it.
Well, and what is
Hopefully you
Teresa
learn-
supposed to learn in this situation? It's like,
Never
don't
trust
trust
anybody.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never compliment anybody on anything. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, this is for that. I'm sorry, and that's it. Peer pressure.
Well, Teresa, if you're listening,
Yeah,
it turns out you got swindled, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
And maybe you
fucking
should have
stupid.
Maybe you should have known that you were getting grifted. Grifted. That's a good word.
Yeah,
Loved it.
Grift.
Love grift.
I
You know
love
what's
a grift,
another
yeah.
good word? Fiasco.
it's good.
This whole
Fiasco. Yeah,
fiasco with the piano and her sister supposedly missing
farming
fingers.
accident.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
That's a very rural thing. by
I
the
know,
way, yeah.
and middle of Minneapolis. Like Teresa does sound dumb, but also, Mom, not cool doing stolen valor of blue collar people, pretending to be a farmer.
Yeah, that's the problem with what she did.
Yeah, I have no problem stealing valor from troops. It's really farmers.
Well, that's
and blue
funny.
collar. Yeah,
It's
it's
funny
not
to
funny when it affects real people.
No.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, Teresa.
Soldiers aren't real people.
Yeah,
We're doing a
They're
USO
killing
tour.
machines.
Did I
Yeah.
tell you I booked us on a USO tour?
you didn't. That's cool.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Afghanistan.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. They said they might let us shoot a gun
Ooh.
at people.
Okay. Taliban.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me.
As long as they.
They said, "Do you want to come?" And I said,
Yeah.
okay."
Okay. Yeah, so that's it. My mom is also a pretty shitty person. I think she was reminded of this when I was talking about how we allegedly put Viagra in my friend's applesauce during high school. So, yeah, just really, really aberrant and atrocious behavior coming from kids.
Do you think the statute of limitations is run out for lying for your mom?
No, actually. So I guess I'll see you in court, Mom,
You should sue her.
on behalf of Teresa
No, just
for $5
For you.
million
for you for being
for
tricked.
damages.
Yeah,
We'll give that a try.
it's a thought.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a thought.
Because now I'm thinking,
Mhm.
and yeah, you should sue your mom.
Okay. I think everybody should sue their mom at least once in life.
Sue your mama.
Okay, so we have an anonymous listener apology that has
Not from
come
your
in.
mom.
Not
Maybe.
from my mom. No, my mom did not request anonymity on that, so she does not receive anonymity. Okay.
Are you doing Creaky Door Guy again?
You wish, man. You gotta leave them wanting more. That's what I've learned in comedy. It's the one thing,
I thought the rule was leave him wishing you'd done less.
Oh, that's your rule.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody. You've been trying to get it to catch on just by leading.
There comes a time
leading
in
by
every man's
example.
life when he needs to decide.
What is that? Bernie Sanders?
It's Teddy Atlas.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Which is funny because nobody ever wants more of that impression.
People love that impression.
Except
They
you.
they
That
write into
nobody
me.
has written in.
They've said, Ryan, sneak that in, and I go, Grant doesn't like it.
It's impossible to sneak.
You can't sneak, Jerry. Can't just sneak it in there.
Okay. Sorry about this. Okay, so we have a couple, I don't know, scrappy little dumb apologies that we're going to do.
That we value immensely.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Grant.
If you want to submit an anonymous listener apology, go to grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast to submit or demand your own anonymous apology.
Or you can create a website, ryancallcomedy.com/wecoolpodcast. And if you create that, then maybe also you could do a submission thing that goes to my email, and then I could have my own anonymous apologies that could compete with Grant's. So that's just something to think about if you know how to do that.
I used WordPress to create my website.
I would like to use Squarespace
Okay, just competing on everything.
or Angel Fire.
Okay, so if you want to submit or demand your own anonymous apology, go to grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast, or theoretically, you could build your own website for Ryan and then submit an anonymous apology there. I apologize for making out with a girl in an empty Mormon baptismal font. See you in hell, Ryan.
Wait, hold on. What?
I apologize for making out with a girl in an empty Mormon baptismal font. See you in hell, Ryan. Yeah, so I don't know what the see you in hell part is about.
Well, probably because Mormons, you just go to hell unless you get baptized.
I mean, I don't get why he's singling you out, because technically we would all be going to hell, right?
No, you're Mormon. You're a Mormon now.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, I baptized you.
Shit. Mormons are creepy, dude.
I think they're hot.
People
There's
would be
nothing
mad
hotter
about
than
that.
a Mormon.
People wouldn't be mad about me saying that, right? Do Mormons listen to podcasts?
Probably.
Is that
I
allowed?
think there's some pretty cool young Mormons on
Yeah.
like Twitter and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah. One of the guys I follow on Twitter is Mormon. He's really nice.
Okay.
Pretty funny too. Adam something?
Mitt
No,
Romney?
not Mitt Romney.
That's
That's
the
the only
coolest-
Mormon you know.
Yeah, that's the coolest, youngest Mormon I know.
Healthcare is a big healthcare proponent.
Mitt Romney?
Yeah, dude.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he implemented universal health care
Yeah,
in
but the funny
Massachusetts.
thing is now he's against it.
Well, no one's perfect.
He's like, I did this and it worked, and so now I'm a Republican senator and I'm against it.
Yeah.
Now,
Moderate.
see you in hell. I'm going to go fuck my 13 wives. And eat a hot dog. Mitt Romney's favorite food? Hot dogs.
I don't know if he does that.
Okay, so sorry to Mormon God
Mm-hmm.
for making out in the baptismal font. That feels like a double bad thing for Mormonism, because they seem very chaste. You know,
Yeah.
they wouldn't want people sucking or fucking in a baptismal font or outside of a baptismal font.
No.
That's not? Do they have weird stuff with having sex? Like you have to be looking into each other's eyes or something. Or I'm thinking of a sheet, but that's Judaism, right? When they have to have sex through the sheet.
No. Well, Mormonism, they have like chastity belts and underwear that they have to wear to get into heaven.
Underwear.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, like most religions, like no premarital sex. And I
Okay.
think when you have sex, it's only to procreate. I don't think it's just for fun.
What? Can
Yeah.
they butt fuck?
Maybe. I think they do.
Okay, I'm looking. This is the research episode because I have my laptop.
Well, you're Jamie, and I'm.
Mhm.
I'm.
Look that up, Jamie.
I am.
Jung Ringen?
No, I'm not him.
Jude Law.
I am. Anderson Cooper.
Oh. 360 with Anderson Cooper. Masturbation, kissing.
What are you?
These
looking
are
up?
the headings of the page is sexuality and Mormonism. The headings, here we go. Chastity, masturbation, kissing, erotic touch, oral sex, pornography, dancing. What?
Dancing's a form of sex, if you're doing it right.
I want to see the dancing thing. Currently and in the past, LDS church leaders have looked down on dancing. That includes full body contact or suggestive or sexual behavior. One youth guide stated that these unapproved movements deemed vulgar included shoulder or hip shaking, body jerking, crouching, slumping over, and back bending.
Hey, you kids, stop twerking.
Stop that slouching. You're giving me a boner. Okay. So yeah, Mormon God, no likey to touchy. So definitely not cool with making out in a baptismal font. Actually, there is a kissing. Church leaders have stated that outside of marriage, quote unquote, passionate kisses defined as more intense and lasting longer than a brief kiss. So if you wouldn't do it with your mom, probably. And prolonged kisses that involve the tongue and excite the passions.
But you're not supposed to kiss your mom with your tongue? Wait, what?
They're off limits. They're off limits, boy. For example, church president Spencer W. Kimball called the soul kiss an abomination that leads to necking. You can't start at abomination.
It leads to necking
and hand holding,
and then you might cuddle. Ooh.
Okay, listen to this jump though, for real. The soul kiss, as in first of all, soul kiss. Quit being creepy.
Soul kiss. Bum 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 bum.
Soul kiss.
Gonna kiss your soul, girl.
It's the weekend, dude. It's a freaking weekend.
There's a freaking weekend, dude.
Yeah, what do you think R. Kelly says when he sees the weekend? Dude, that's a freaking weekend. All right. That leads, it's an abomination that leads to necking, petting, and illegitimate babies. That's quite the jump there.
Is this a baby legitimate or illegitimate? Is that a real baby or not?
He further stated that even when dating for a time, a kiss should be clean, decent, sexless, one like the kiss between a mother and a son. What? He also stated that kissing during casual dating is asking for trouble.
Write in, listeners, real quick. Listeners, write in if it's weird to use your tongue when you kiss with your mom.
Casual dating is kissing during casual dating is asking for trouble, which don't make it sound so sexy, buddy. And that kisses should not be handed out like pretzels. Okay, good job of making that unsexy as fast as I requested.
You know that he snapped his fingers a couple times before he said pretzels. Like he was like, you can't just hand them out like pretzels or something. You know, I mean. It's not a baseball game. Kisses here. Get your free kisses here. We're not Mormon, so we can kiss with tongue. It's okay. I'm okay if it leads to heavy patting or necking. Kisses. Get your free kisses here. I'm an adult man looking for an adult woman or other man. Or non-binary person, whatever you identify as. It's totally fine.
Apostle Richard G. Scott advised that physical expressions of romantic feelings between unmarried individuals should be kept to those that, quote, are comfortable in the presence of your parents. Why are they getting the parents involved so much in this? This is...
Get over here. Watch our kids have sex.
Watch me fuck, Mom. Okay, yeah, no. Gonna pass. Passing
Not the
on
religion
Mormonism.
for me.
Yeah.
No. Okay, what's this other apology? Okay,
Yeah.
so to this person, I'll see you in hell. And sorry that...
Sorry to God. That's...
Sorry to Mormon God.
Okay. This next one. All right, so this one is... That's interesting. That one was kind of to you. And
Shouts out to Brigham Young.
Yeah. And John...
Smith.
Joseph Smith.
Mm-hmm. Who is, by all accounts, a truly insane grifter.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And he...
Dude, last podcast on the left has like a 6-part series on Mormonism.
You got
it's
to
really
read that
interesting.
book that I gave you.
Yeah, I keep fucking
you
forgetting.
You got to read that.
I just wish there was a way that it would be
Under
read
the Banner
to
of
me.
Heaven. Well, you like...
What if I send
I could read it to you.
Yeah, I give it back to you.
just
You
give it to you in
record it.
clips.
Can you record it?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Oh, and also I tweeted this the other day. This is an offer for all my listeners, followers. Venmo me $5 and I will read the Barack Obama memoir for you, so you don't have to. Okay, great deal. I think it's a steal at any price. So this one is in my realm. This says to the Team Sexy groupie. Team Sexy was my DJ name.
Oh.
Sorry again for stealing your bike at the bar and then gifting it to a weeping homeless man. In my defense, I didn't know there was acid in my tequila. Pedal on. So this is a good.
This person did a bad thing, but then they immediately corrected it.
Yeah,
It seems like.
Yeah, this is a nice,
This is a Robin Hood.
Yeah, this is a nice snapshot of little background information about some of the stories that I tell where I'm maybe inebriated or walking the line between alcoholism and partying.
I was going to say life and death.
Yeah. Well, yes, I have. I've walked that line a few times. So this is like what was going on back then. I put the acid in my tequila. I DJ dubstep on the freaking weekends. And I did some very heinous shit because I'm fine. I want the line.
That was good.
Yeah. So this is what happened, and I think I know who this is. But again, this is from a hazy part of my life. So this could be like one of 4 people, but I'm pretty sure I remember who did this. So, I mean, I'm not going to say her name, but this was hilarious for us, not for the person you stole the bike from. I think it was at, I'm guessing probably Kitty Cat Club. We used to play a lot of gigs there, or maybe a house party or something. So I'm guessing they stole the bike of somebody who was at the show, and then they were very high on acid and ran into a distraught homeless man and just gave them the bike to try and fix whatever was going on with that person's life. Sorry to the owner, the original owner of that bike.
Yeah, that does suck. That also, hopefully, the owner didn't see that homeless person around riding their bike, and then you might
call the cops.
See, that's the problem with stealing a bike. Is then if you're like if you're still living in the same place you stole it from, the person might see you riding their bike.
Yeah, well, that's why you immediately you use it like a Lime scooter or something.
Yeah, and then you just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is shitty because I am an avid biker, and I have had a bike stolen, and it sucks when that happens. But it seems like this bike was just left unattended because I can't imagine that my friend here was walking around with bolt cutters or something like that. So this, I think you said Robin Hood. I would agree. I think you chalk this up to the circle of bike because we have another friend. I've used that term before. We have another friend, and he has not requested anonymity because he has no idea I'm going to bring this up. Alex Swalve actually stole a bike from outside a bar.
Swalve.
And then...
Always on your high horse, but yet you steal a bike.
On his high bike, more like.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah, thank you.
I should have
thought
thought
of that. Circle
of
of bike, dude. So it was like way past bar close, and he was drunk, and there was a bike just sitting outside the bar, not locked up or anything. And I gotta be honest, I try not to be a thief, but if I'm drunk in that situation, I might be taking that bike too. I'm sorry. But then,
see, I'm responsible. I just get in my car. Kidding. Please don't do that.
So he rode that bike for a while. I remember he brought it to a couple shows. This was probably about a year ago. And I was riding that bike around. It was very fun. It had shocks on it. I think he took a video of me riding that bike. Maybe I'll post it on the Patreon when we start one in 6 months. And then he got that bike stolen from him.
Good.
Thus completing the circle of bike.
Good.
Yeah. So it really is pay it forward.
Yeah.
Pay it forward type situation. By stealing, from whence you came, you shall return.
And it's also why you should never spend like $6,000 on a bike.
No. Especially not...
Dude, why the fuck do they have $6,000 bikes?
I don't know, man.
Can that thing go on water?
Yeah.
Then I ain't paying $6,000. That's what I go. I go to Eric's bike shop and I go, can this thing float on water? And they go, no. And then I go, I'll give you $100 for it. And they go, sir, this is a $6,000 bike.
My ass.
Yeah, you know what else is $6,000? My fucking balls.
Hey. Oh. The 2 people that I know who bought super expensive bikes are just like, scared to ride them.
Yeah.
Ian and Matt. Those are the 2.
All right.
So yeah, I'm sorry to the original owner of all the bikes mentioned.
But also, thank you to the person who stole the bike for at least trying to do some good with
And
it.
apologizing.
Yeah.
And also sorry that
thanks for listening.
sorry that somebody
The most
spiked
important
your tequila with acid.
It sounds like they might have just put acid in their tequila and then forgot about it.
Okay, this is also somebody, if I'm thinking of the right person, which I'm pretty sure I am, is somebody who made it known to everybody in our friend group that they would be okay getting dosed. So it was basically a dare. It was like, dose me sometime and don't tell me that you did
It's
it.
horrible. Literally the worst way to do a hallucinogen. Like, don't let me prepare mentally for what I'm about to do.
Exactly. And don't tell me until I've started noticing that it's happening.
Oh, no.
It's too late. It is insane to think that I was that cavalier with drug use at one point in my life.
That is truly the worst
I
feeling,
never
though,
did
is
this.
like when you don't know and then like someone is, their words are distorted and you're just like, oh no.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
Yeah.
But like it's the same kind of feeling, just way worse than when you do the thing of like eating too much of an edible before it kicks in. And
Never done that.
Yeah. and then it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like
did I do a baddie?
Yeah, you know when the first dose is kicking in and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like right after you swallowed the fucking second, third, and fourth doses. Yeah. So apologies all around for that behavior. It is somewhat indefensible.
We just did a blanket apology.
Mm-hmm. I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm sorry to you.
You're welcome.
You
So,
are welcome as well.
without any further ado, do we have anything else?
Do we have anything to plug? I don't think we have anything else on the docket for today. Trying to think.
Well, let me check my notes. My receipt says no.
My receipt says Mormon God is okay with butt fucking. So that is cool of him.
Or her.
I'm guessing it's Mormon God is dude.
Every night before I go to bed, I pray to God and Goddess, just in case. And God, mate. God, mate. Please, Mike. Oh, my God, this day's come true.
Put another shrimp on the barbie, mate.
Amen.
You know, everybody argues about whether God is a man or a woman, but has anybody ever asked the question, is God Australian?
Go ahead.
I just realized that every different nationality probably, like Chinese people think God is Chinese, and that is hilarious to me as a white man. Like,
Okay, Grant.
it's not hilarious the thought of God being Chinese, but it's like you have to go from that basis of your own reality, right? And that's who you project. Like the scriptures say God made man in his own image.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell? How are there Chinese guys
Or pygmies.
and white guys and albinos and like
Or pygmies.
how many different images does God have?
Or pygmies.
Yeah.
There's also pygmies.
Little tiny guy.
Yeah.
I like to picture my God as a little tiny.
He's just like me when I go down.
Are you answering my prayers right now, little tiny God?
Yeah. Hey, you're like me.
Whoa.
Yeah,
You just made my penis 6 inches longer.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
7 inches now.
And
Thank
it's
you.
bigger than you are now.
It's bigger than you are.
It's bigger than everyone. Because I made the whole world in my image.
Anyways, that voice gonna hurt my throat.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, follow We Cool Podcast at We Cool Podcast on all social media. Thanks for sticking with us for the two-hander today.
This was a weird one. This
It's
is
a
it
goofy
was
one.
pretty goofy.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Do you want to do a creaky door guy before we go? Who's that?
That's
I'm the Cookie Door Man, and I would like to say that I really enjoyed the podcast today. Ryan Grant, keep Chingy Tombi Bangu off. I think you guys are very
Okay.
good and funny
All right.
without him. Okay,
God
all right,
damn.
I'm just closing the door behind me.
You know the thing with creaky door guy, when he just says it's the creaky door guy, I think that's hilarious. and then the longer it goes on, it really starts to creep me out.
I know. It's that voice. Sometimes I think his voice. Sometimes I think he's doing the sound effect.
That's
But he's
not
always
you.
walking in and out through that rusty door.
Anyways.
Well, either way, fan favorite, Creaky Doorman. Thank you for stopping
At We
by.
Cool Podcast, you can follow me at Idiot Ryan Call on everything.
Follow me at Grant Winkles on Twitter, Instagram. Go to subscribe to my YouTube. I'm doing a video every week now.
I'll tell you
on
this
that.
too: if you follow me or you follow We Cool, and we don't follow you back, shoot, send us a @ Be like, mention me. Be like, hey, I listen to the podcast. I'll fucking follow you
we
back.
will follow
dude.
back.
I don't care.
Also, hey, if you're following the We Cool account on Instagram and Twitter and you're not following Ryan or myself, or Tommy, I guess, can I just say, what the fuck?
No, it's okay. You don't need to follow Grant.
Yeah, you should. But it's okay. I mean, technically, it's not illegal, but it should be. And I'm lobbying Congress to make it so.
Interesting.
What if that would be a good way? That'd be an easy way for me to get to 1,000 followers. Just
Lobby Congress?
to make it illegal not to follow me.
Interesting.
Well, that will be an issue for another podcast. So thank you very much to everybody who is listening. We don't know when this is coming out, actually.
No, and I don't care what color you are. White, black, brown, yellow, purple, magenta, purple.
That's it. That's all the colors.
A couple others. Polka dot?
And if you're Chinese, write in and let us know if you think God is Chinese, because
Grant thinks that's funny. So, no, sincerely, thank you so much for listening. I know we say this every episode, but I think we have to. But if you could, rate us 5 stars if you haven't already on Apple Podcasts. Share it. Tell a friend. We sincerely love and appreciate you. And if that made you uncomfortable, I hope we cool.
I'm Nancy Pelosi, and I want you to rate 5 stars and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Also,
Rate, and I'm also Nancy Pelosi. Rate the podcast 5 stars, brother.
subscribe. Tell a friend. If you tell one friend, we will give you 1 month's supply of adrenochrome for half off. 4 easy payments of your soul, brother.
Nice and easy. You guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. But before we do that, hello. You thought I forgot, didn't you? I did for a second, but I'm not now.
Shocking.
I'm not forgetting now. Hey, for Grant Winkles. For Grant, hey, hold on. For Grant, the Stony Man, Creaky Door Boy, and the Scarf Guy. Winkles in studio. I've been Ryan.
what about Tingus?
Tingus? Tingus is done. All right, okay. For Grant, the Stonewalled, Creaky Door Guy, Scarf Boy, other thing, Winkles in studio, Tingus Bongo from New York City, who was not on this podcast. Tingus, get better soon. We miss you, buddy. Hope that lung grows back. I've been Ryan, the short breath, nice man. Call. And this has been the We Cool Podcast. Thank you. And fucking goodbye.